I never believed in ghosts. I always thought they were just internet stories, or people's imagination. But what happened to me 3 years ago changed my life forever. And even today, every night at exactly 2:17 a.m., I get a notification on my phone. Next stop, City Junction. And the moment I see it, a cold chill runs down my spine, because I know that train is still running. Back then, I worked at an IT company. Night shift had become my routine. My shift was from 7 p.m. to 3 a.m. Usually, I took a cab home, but that night, something felt off. It was raining heavily outside. Lightning kept flashing across the sky. The roads were almost empty. When my shift ended, I tried booking a cab. Canceled. Tried again. Canceled. 3 times, no driver accepted the ride. I was getting frustrated. That's when one of my colleagues said, "Hey, there's an old railway line on that side of the city. There's a last train from there." I asked, "Does it still run?" He shrugged. "Not sure, but you can try." I had no other option. So I grabbed my umbrella and started walking toward that old station. The moment I saw the station, something felt strange. It looked abandoned. Dim yellow lights, rusty benches, and the platform was almost completely empty. There was only one board blinking. Last train, 2:17 a.m. It was already 2:10 a.m. There was just one ticket counter open. Inside sat an old man. His eyes looked off, like he hadn't slept in years. I said, "1 ticket to City Junction." He slowly printed the ticket, then stared at me and said, "Son, if someone talks to you on that train." I laughed. "Why? Is it haunted or something?" But he didn't smile. He leaned closer and whispered, "Don't respond." His voice was ice cold. I felt uncomfortable, but I took the ticket and walked to the platform. Only a few seconds were left for 2:17 a.m. Then I heard it, a metallic screech. From the fog and rain, an old train slowly pulled into the station. Its lights flickered. The paint was almost gone. The door opened, and I stepped inside. The compartment was nearly empty. Only one man was sitting in the corner. His face was hidden in the shadows. The train started moving. Clank, clank, clank. I put on my headphones and started scrolling on my phone. Everything felt normal. Until the lights began to flicker, and I heard a voice. "Hello?" I ignored it. Then again, "Can you see me?" This time, the voice came from right behind me. Slowly, I turned around. The seat was empty. No one there. My heart started racing, and then I remembered the old man's warning. Don't respond. For 5 minutes, everything was silent. Then suddenly, someone was sitting right in front of me. I clearly remember that seat was empty before. His face was extremely pale, his eyes completely black, and he was staring straight at me. Then he slowly said, "You ignored me." My throat went dry. I couldn't speak. He leaned forward and whispered, "No one travels alone on this train." Suddenly, the lights went out. The entire compartment went dark. Only a red emergency light turned on, and in that red light,
I saw something that froze me. It wasn't just him. Dozens of people were standing there, all pale, all with black eyes, all staring at me at the same time. Then they started moving toward me, slowly, together. My brain went into panic mode. I immediately pulled the emergency chain. The train jerked to a stop. The door opened, and without thinking, I jumped out. Outside, it was a pitch-dark jungle. Rain was still pouring. I turned back toward the train. Through the windows, all of them were still there, staring at me, smiling. Then the train slowly started moving again and disappeared into the fog. By morning, I somehow made it back to the road. I asked a tea vendor about that train. He looked shocked. Then he said, "Son, that railway line was shut down 20 years ago." I said, "That's impossible. I was just on that train." He slowly replied, 20 years ago, there was a train accident on that line. Everyone on board died. After that day, I never worked a night shift again, never took a train again. But sometimes, at exactly 2:17 a.m., I still get a notification on my phone. Next stop, City Junction. And along with it, there's a photo. In that photo, I'm sitting inside that train, and behind me, all of them are standing, staring at me, waiting, as if they want me to come back. If you enjoyed this story, comment Part 2 and don't forget to subscribe for more horror.